Hello and welcome to BeamNG Drive. I'm davidinark. Today we are back in the Derby arena, but we are going to replace our vehicle with a Belaz. If you've not seen this monstrous beast, I wanted to fire one up so that you could see just how massive one of these things are, let alone as many as we are going to attempt today. This is by suggestion from that guy, so thank you so much for watching. And what I'm doing here is I am spawning in a second one of these, although as you can see, cloning the Belaz does not really work well, so we're going to jump into the editor, which is F11, scroll down to the spawned vehicles, and just move this one out of the way. So I just wanted to show you real quick kind of the general premise of what I'm doing. Essentially, I'm going to copy, paste, and repeat until we cause some serious destruction. So first up, we have 8 of the Belaz dropping from the sky. Oh, that is just unbelievable. And just a fair warning, this is all the raw recording footage. So I was recording replays and recording what I was doing at the same time because I had no idea what my computer was going to do. So here we go with 16 Belaz on the screen. You can tell frame rates aren't happy. I apologize. I did not do a frame rate check. I know I should have. I know a lot of folks are going to ask about that. I didn't. Honestly, I was so enthralled by what was happening. Frame rate, recording the frame rates never even entered my brain. Just look at that mess. That is 16 Belaz on the screen at one time falling from the sky, because that's what you can do in BeamNG. Now this is 32 Belazes, Belazi, I don't know. Anyway, 32 of them. This is the real-time footage. You can see how laggy it is, how hard my computer is struggling to have 32 of these things on the screen at once. It is absolutely insane. And in fact, even the replay is having a hard time keeping up with what's going on here. But again, 32 Belazes, Belazi, I don't know, what's the plural of Belaz? I'm going to assume Belazes. I don't know, Belazen? I don't know, is it like boxing? It's boxing. Okay, so this is 32 Belaz, and here I'm doing 4 times slow motion in BeamNG itself. So I just slowed it down to 4 times slow motion just to see how that would look. And as you can tell, the playback is a little smoother, but I mean, it's definitely still having a hard time keeping up with what is going on, having 32 Belaz vehicles on the screen at one time. Now, I wanted to see if I could make it look even smoother, and so this is 8x slow motion. So yes, it is going very, very slowly. However, as you can see, that has really helped with the actual frame rates themselves. I mean, you're going to have to visually interpret that. Again, I didn't record the frame rates, but as you can see, it is performing way better than it has been. The puffs of smoke from when the last group fell down, and there that goes right there. Just absolutely incredible having 32 of these big old behemoths on the screen at one time. Again, this is 8x motion. Now, what you are about to see is 8x slow motion in the game, and then I speed that up by 600% in my editor. I was trying to get more of a real-time falling action, as smooth as I could get. It actually came out a little better than I thought it would, but oh my gosh, that is just incredible. And then just gonna do a little fly through to show you just what kind of insanity we have with this many of this large of a vehicle in BeamNG. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Up next, these are replays. So you saw in the other videos where I was recording the replays, and these are some of the playback replays. I just kind of did a free cam for some of these. Some of them, in fact, most of them I did free cam. So these are just me hanging out different angles. I think the first few are the 8 Belaz falling from the sky. I think this one here is this also an 8? Yeah, this is also an 8. So you can just see the destruction that dropping 8 of these bad boys causes in the game. And then I thought it would be fun to switch over to the cabin view and just let's drop 8 of these sitting in the cab of a Belaz, and holy cow, just utter destruction. Not sure what to do with ourselves at this point in the game. Oh my goodness. All right, up next we have 16, and again, this is all from the replay, so I thought it'd be fun to do an overhead shot. Just watching these guys fall from the sky and checking out all of the destruction. Just look at that. Oh my gosh. I never dreamed I'd have a computer that could even come close to handling this, man. This is insane. And I know people are going to ask me about that. My PC specs, I've got a Ryzen 7 3700X, 16 gigs of RAM. Oh man, look at that. I've got a 1070 GTX with 8 gigs of RAM. So you put all that together and this is pretty much what you get. Well, it also helps to be a little, you know, touched upstairs. 32 Belaz right there. This is real time in the replay, and it actually looks like it handled it better doing the replay than it did when I was actually recording it playing the game. Okay, there's a lot of stuttering going on there, but still, it seems to actually, it seemed to have behaved itself much better. Look at that. That's all real time. That's not sped up. That's not anything. It's just the real time playing in the recorder. So that replay mode definitely has some special features, I guess. I don't know. But anyhow, there you go. So thanks again to that guy for recommending that we try 30 plus Belazes in BeamNG. We did it. There you go. Woo. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. Special thanks to Hero of God, GamerGull, and Mr. Spooky7 for supporting me on Patreon. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you next time in BeamNG Drive.